Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.
Are you stuck with a friends with benefits situation with your specific person, or are you just stuck in a friend zone? Or the whole point here is you're trying to change the situation into a committed relationship or even marriage. Stay tuned, because I'm going to explain to you how you're going to do this so you can effectively manifest your specific person. Hi, I'm Cindy, and I'm a mindset and relationship coach that helps women and men how to change their mindset when it comes to relationships, money, business, health, and all areas of life. I'm also a licensed nurse that can help you manifest your health issues away. I have my Sexy Mindset Makeover Academy for you to manifest all areas of life. It's a very useful tool for you guys to manifest money, your specific person, a successful business. I have sleep tapes in there, curated robotic affirmations, all organized in there. I have lesson plans in there. Only people who are serious about getting their manifestations should join this academy. It's a monthly subscription, and you get 24/7 support from me. My ebook, It's Just Your Mindset, is finally available for purchase. So anybody that wants to learn more about how your mindset works so you can manifest with ease. I also have my Millionaire Mindset course that's ready for you guys to purchase, for you guys to manifest into becoming a millionaire. Only people who are serious about becoming a millionaire should purchase this Millionaire Mindset course. You're going to be changing your identity into becoming the person you need to be to have financial success, financial freedom. It's down below. Everything is down below for you guys to purchase, and I still do have one-on-one coaching if you guys would like one-on-one coaching with me. And we shall begin. This video may be a little bit sensitive because I'm going to be 100% honest with changing a friends with benefits situation and getting into a committed relationship or marriage. Some people don't like to hear the truth. That's okay. If you're not ready for that, please click off this video. I'm just going to be honest here because I don't like telling people what they want to hear. You know, I always tell people what they need to hear. Yes, manifestation is real, but remember, manifestation is all about changing your identity. Yes, you can change other people, but remember, you're influencing things to change. You're not necessarily changing things, but you're influencing things. And that's how you get the change that you want to experience. But we all know, if anybody's new on my channel, welcome, for one. If you're not new on my channel, you already know I mainly focus on self-concept, okay? Because I feel like self-concept is everything. It's the foundation. In order to change a friends with benefits situation, for one, not even just that, if you're in a friend zone, the first thing you want to do is to get into the state, because getting into the state of already having that person in your life and being in a committed relationship or a marriage, it requires you to actually be in that state, the identity. Like, how would you walk around if you're already in a relationship or marriage with that person? How would you be acting, behaving? What decisions would you be making in your life? And I think when it comes to changing your state, whatever technique you guys decide to use, personally, I use robotic affirmations. Whatever technique that you choose to use, for some people, it can take a while to get to that state. And that's okay, because it probably just wasn't a normalized experience for you. And then for some people, it may take overnight or one day, or it may take years. I don't think it typically takes years, depending on what technique you're using, or if you're getting rid of limiting beliefs. It can take months, it can take 1 year, but typically that doesn't happen. But for some people, it goes that way. But if you want to speed up this process and get into the desired state to manifest them in, like I said, I recommend joining my academy so you can effectively change your identity to manifest your specific person. It's going to help speed things up 10 times more. Number two, I've probably preached this plenty of times, is to not act like a boyfriend or girlfriend before the relationship comes, or don't do wife things or husband things before you even have that. But yes, we talk about being the version of you that has it. How would you act and how would you behave? That does not mean acting like you're their boyfriend or wife or husband in the 3D before it manifests, because I feel like personally what that means is you feel like if you do these things, it's gonna get you what you want, because really you're acting like somebody that doesn't get what they want. When you act like you're committed to somebody without the commitment, what does that look like? Okay, like, let's be honest here. It just shows that you just don't respect yourself, if you want my honest opinion. I had somebody tell me that they met their specific person's parents and the relationship still isn't there. If you want my honest opinion, meeting parents or doing stuff like that without the actual commitment is not respecting yourself. If I'm going to commit to somebody, I'm going to commit to somebody that's not giving me all of them, okay? Because the relationship hasn't occurred. You're acting like somebody that, hey, if I do this, I'm going to get this. And that's just not how this works. I see it from time to time. I've seen people stick around with their specific person, scared to talk about a relationship, scared to talk about marriage, because they think that if they bring that topic up, they're scared of rejection. And you're still operating in an identity of you not getting what you want. And somebody that gets what they want isn't going to do that. They're going to talk about commitment. No, I'm not saying harass them about a relationship, but you stating your needs shows that you're a very confident person. And I notice this with a lot of people. They're too scared to tell people what their needs are, and then they're wondering why they're still not getting what they want. This is very important if you want a healthy relationship. You need to talk about what you want. People who are scared about bringing up certain subjects are not confident people. And this is why self-concept is so important. This is why I tell you guys to work on self-concept. This is why in my academy I have the affirmations for you guys to change the right beliefs, to sleep with the tapes. And this is not even just with manifesting a specific person. This is with all things. This is with manifesting money, manifesting any big life changes. This is why I say it's very important for you guys to change the identity. A lot of people tell you, oh no, you need to focus on changing what's going on out here. I still don't agree with that. I think it's okay to say affirmations for a specific person, but I'm going to say it for the millionth time, 90% self-concept and 10% SP. I also stated how I personally got commitment from a guy. Even the most stubbornest men that I've gotten commitment from was when I stopped caring about the relationship. I stopped harassing them about it. Yes, I told you guys you can still talk about a relationship. I think it is important to state your needs, but not harass somebody over and over and pressure them when they're going to give you that. When I stopped caring about the relationship, I quit focusing on them. Yes, I knew I would like that, but I wouldn't make it so important. Like, yeah, that was my goal, but it wasn't something that I had to have in order for me to breathe every single day. Once I dropped that and didn't care anymore, I got the committed, loving relationship. Another thing that I would like you guys to stop doing while you're manifesting a specific person and changing a situation around is to stop accepting things that you don't like, because I see this happen a lot too with a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys will sit here and be like, my specific person is going through mental health issues, they're still not over their exes, and all these problems. Like, okay, but when you guys tell me these things, all I know is that you guys had bought into the 3D. You guys literally are buying into things that are going on. And we already know that manifestation is you changing and accepting something different in your mind. But unfortunately, a lot of you guys aren't doing that. And when you guys aren't doing that, it shows me that you really do not believe in manifestation. Because if you really believe in manifestation, you wouldn't be paying so much attention to everything that's going on out here. And you wouldn't be accepting what you don't like. If you really wanted marriage with this person and really wanted a healthy, loving, committed relationship with this person, you literally would not be so hyper-focused on the fact that they have this going on in their life. You're making excuses and then sitting around waiting for a specific person. Some of you guys be lying saying, I'm not waiting for my specific person, but you are waiting for your specific person. You're waiting for your specific person when after they just told you that they don't want to be with you and they're continuously telling you this, but you still stick around and hang out with them. What does that show what you believe about yourself if you're going to hang around somebody that's continuously rejecting you, not really respecting you correctly? What that shows is you're waiting for them to change their mind. People who get what they want do not wait for others to change their mind. If you're manifesting someone, and I see a lot of women do this, he'll say, yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship, I don't want marriage, none of that. But then you continuously hang out with him in hopes that he changes his mind. It makes you look desperate. And some people don't want to come to that conclusion. It'd be different if you really don't care and you genuinely know they're going to change their mind. But remember, this is a mindset. Some of you guys have to be brutally honest. You're like, yeah, I'm just hanging out with them, everything is okay. But no, your behaviors will always tell on you. So you guys are like, yeah, they're telling me over and over they don't want to be with me, and it hurts, but I'm just gonna still stick around. You're stepping into a version of you that doesn't get what you want, because that right there states that, oh yeah, I'm just gonna wait for you to change your mind. That doesn't go that way. Yeah, I've talked about how I changed a friends with benefit situation around with ease when I didn't care about the results. Yeah, there was some situations where I still continued seeing that person, but my mindset where it genuinely was at was I did not give a fuck. I didn't care what happened. I didn't care what they were talking about, and they weren't continuously rejecting me. And if anything, they were respecting me. I had friends with benefit situations, or you could call it that, or situations where the man was taking me out on dates, he bought me gifts, and even though he did say that previously or said it a few times, it didn't hurt me because even though they said that, they were also talking about the future, like years from now. So if somebody's talking about having a future with you years from now, clearly they want something more. But with some of you, the problem is you guys are still hyper focusing on them rejecting you, which is creating that in every moment in your reality, which is why you're still not able to manifest this relationship. And then here's another subject that might offend some people, but I don't really care, because I really want you guys to get into that healthy, loving relationship that you deserve. And it's just by being honest. I know sometimes I can be a little crucial with what I say, and I cuss in a lot of my videos, but you guys really need to hear this stuff, because you guys can be doing this for years and still not get your marriage or your relationship that you deserve from this person. And a lot of you guys are giving your body to people who do not care about you, who are not respecting you. Yes, you can change this person and manifest a reality where they're respecting you, giving you what you want. But while they're acting like this version, you need to stop entertaining them. Every time I quit entertaining somebody, texting them, giving all my time, energy, and affection, like none of that, while they were being disrespectful, they changed and they acted different and acted in my favor, and I got a committed, loving relationship from them. You guys need to treat your body like a temple. Now, if you want to sleep around with other people, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. But 90% of people who are on my channel want something serious. They want a marriage and they want a relationship. And this is when you have to be honest with how you are acting. If you're waking up at 2 in the morning for a booty call, you're not acting like somebody that gets into a committed, serious relationship. And there's somebody that was offended by that on my page, but I'm trying to help you guys, because I used to do this stuff. I used to behave this way for years, many, many years, thinking it was okay. And I didn't want to hear the truth for so long. But guess what? I didn't get what I wanted until I actually operated differently. And that's when I prioritized myself. That's when I started respecting myself, saying no, setting boundaries. The only reason people don't want to set boundaries is because they feel like if they do that, then they're not going to get what they want. And that way of thinking is not respecting yourself. You know, you don't have to explain to people what your boundaries are. People will get the hint. I'm not gonna sit here and list all my boundaries to somebody, go, you did this, I don't like this, so you need to stop doing this, or you're not. No. Somebody that does that still doesn't feel like they can get what they want. Now, somebody that has boundaries, it's just people will get the hint, like, oh, no, I'm not going over your house when I first meet you. No, we're not doing that. Learn how to say no. People will try it. People will try to test to see what type of person you are, especially people who want marriage. Marriage is very serious, and I believe in marriage 100%. So if you guys are manifesting marriage, then you need to take yourself a little bit more seriously and quit accepting things that are beneath your worth. A lot of you guys are accepting things that you really don't want, but because you're scared of not having this person in your life, you're just going to accept the bare minimum because you think it's a part of the bridge of your manifestation, when really you're just ignoring your feelings and emotions. And since everybody is you pushed out, they're just going to keep reflecting you abandoning yourself. If you want something serious, you need to hold yourself to a high standard. When I quit accepting things beneath my worth, and this was a mindset shift as well, quit accepting things beneath my worth, quit doing things that wasn't in the identity of obtaining this in my reality, that's when I got it. I stopped sleeping with people that didn't care about me, okay? And like, this is very sensitive for people to hear, but if you've been doing it for a while, yeah, it may be uncomfortable to hear these things, but you need to hear it now. Then this is gonna be beneficial. Is it really worth it for those 10 minutes of doing that? 10 minutes of giving your body to somebody that barely respects you and isn't giving you what you want? Is it really worth it for those 10 minutes and then for the rest of the time for them to have no respect for you, not commit to you properly? Only people who are committed to you properly should have access to your body, if you want my honest opinion, because it will save a lot of headache. Yes, you can manifest somebody perfectly fine by sleeping with them disrespecting you, okay? But is that really the healthiest relationship that you want? No. Why don't you make things easier on yourself? Make things way easier on yourself, because somebody that has a good self-concept is going to do it the easiest way. Set high standards. Like, my standards are so high to the point where I will not let no man over my house that's not in a committed relationship with me. I'm manifesting marriage. That's really what I want, the goal. By the time I post this video, I may be married. I don't know. Like I said, hold yourself to a high standard, because people will be more attracted to you. For some reason, people think, oh, if I hold those high standards, I'm gonna be single. No, that's not what happens. Every time I valued myself more, every time I held myself to a high standard, I got exactly what I wanted. Every time, it never failed. I stopped caring about the goal. I quit pressuring that person, focused on myself. Didn't mean I didn't say affirmations for them. Yes, you can 100% do that. I don't recommend doing 90% of that your whole day. Focused on my goals, focused on my career and everything. I got exactly what I wanted because I quit acting out of fear and desperation. You said that you don't want this, but why are you're accepting it in the 3D while they're presenting it to you? My specific person is having a lot of issues or doing this, and you're describing them to me as a person that you don't want. If you don't like it, you can change it. Somebody that has a good self-concept does not accept things they don't like, whether it's in the 3D or whatever. They don't accept what they don't like that's presented to them. They reject it. You are allowed to reject things that are presented to you. And I highly recommend you guys doing that. That's how you're going to change a friends with benefits situation. You want to change a friends with benefits situation, but you're still sleeping with them? Let's be honest, how does that even look? You're still having sex with them. You're still being the same version of you that can't get what you want. You're still acting like the version of you that accepts only a friends with benefits situation. Stop accepting things you don't like. That's how you're going to turn the friends with benefits situation around, the friend zoning, all of it around, when you hold yourself to a high standard. So I know you like my video. Please like, share, subscribe to my lovely channel. Like I said, one-on-one coaching's available. I got my millionaire mindset course for people who actually want to become a millionaire. Join my academy down below for you to manifest your specific person in all areas of life. Remember, the academy is not just to manifest a specific person. It's really to take your focus off of obsessing over somebody. So you can manifest other things too, but mainly focusing on self-concept and changing that identity. And see you for my next video.